Hey, it's everyone, and on today's Disney Roundup, a 6-year-old boy who is saving up his money for a trip to Walt Disney World instead uses his money to help support Hurricane Dorian evacuees. We also have our first look at the 50th year Haunted Mansion Gingerbread house over at Disneyland. I have all that and more coming up right here on the DRU. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date on what's going on with the Walt Disney Company and Disney Parks each and every single week. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me so you can stay up to date with the Disney Roundup. And one announcement I want to make before we get started with today's episode is that now you can download the Disney Roundup as a podcast. You can now download this now, available on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Now for company news. The Walt Disney Company is set to donate over $1 million for relief and support efforts for those affected by Hurricane Dorian in the Bahamas. And if you would like to help donate those that were affected by Dorian, I'll leave a link in the description down below. If you've seen the pictures, you know the devastation that Hurricane Dorian caused down there. Over 40 hours of a Category 5 hurricane over their island, so there's not a lot left. So if you can help in any way, it would be much appreciated and the right thing to do. So yet again, I'll leave a link in the description down below if you're able to help and support the Bahamas. Now, in a recent Disney Parks blog posting, they shared that a 6-year-old boy, Jermaine Bell from Jacksonville, Florida, was saving up his money for a birthday trip to Walt Disney World Resort and was saving up for well over a year. However, Hurricane Dorian changed Jermaine's plans in a big way. Millions of people have since been inspired by the story of this little boy's selfless act of compassion. As the hurricane approached the South Carolina coast, Jermaine emptied his piggy bank and bought hundreds of hot dogs, bags of chips, and bottled water. He served them free of charge to hurricane evacuees who passed through the South Carolina town where he was visiting his grandmother. And on September 8th, Jermaine celebrated his 7th birthday, and when Mickey Mouse and a group of Walt Disney World cast members made a surprise visit to tell Jermaine that he and his family were going on a trip to Walt Disney World after all, and him and his family will be taking on a VIP getaway at the Vacation Kingdom sometime later this month. And they captured a video of Jermaine interviewing him, and they surprised him with Mickey and some other cast members. And if you're interested in seeing that, I will leave a link to that video in the description down below. Now for outside of the parks news. On a previous episode of the Disney Roundup, we had discussed that Walt Disney World was bringing character wraps on their transportation buses, featuring the sensational 6 of Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, and Daisy. And now there is even more movie characters that'll be appearing on these buses. One featuring Lion King that will have an adult Simba and Zazu on it. Another one that has Dumbo on it. And another one from Guardians of the Galaxy that features Groot and Rocket on it as well. And I don't believe it's been spotted yet, but there's rumors that there is a Monsters Inc. wrap on a bus that is coming as well that will have Mike and Sully on it. And as previously noted before, with these buses, they have refurbished interior on side, and they also have built-in USB charging ports on the inside as well. So, not sure entirely how refurb the inside of these buses are, but it has to be a little bit better than what they are now. Now for parks news. Quick note I want to make is that over in Animal Kingdom, over its select nights in September and October, Pandora, the World of Avatar in Africa will be closing early on select nights. So it'll be closing at 8 p.m. on September 18th, October 3rd, and October 4th. So if you're going to be at Animal Kingdom around those days, plan accordingly. Now over at Disneyland, we have our first look at the Haunted Mansion 50th year anniversary Gingerbread house. Tim Woolweber, Associate Art Director for Disney Parks, who designed this year's house, explains that this was a challenge from a whole different level, and that he tried to keep it as faithful to the Haunted Mansion itself so guests would immediately get that it's the mansion and know that it's heartfelt dedication to it, said Woolweber. Now this year's Haunted Mansion, its ingredients that it's consisted of is over 30 pounds of gingerbread, 120 pounds of frosting and icing, 75 pounds of powdered sugar, 140 pounds of fondant, and even more. And some extra numbers that it took to build this gingerbread house is that it takes 13 days to build this massive gingerbread house with over 6 different cast members, and they have been doing this Haunted Mansion gingerbread house for over 18 years now. So if you're going to be over at Disneyland during the Halloween season, don't forget to stop by the Haunted Mansion and check out this year's, the 50th anniversary gingerbread house. Now, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is open over at Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World, and this opened August 29th. And as expected, on opening day, there were very large crowds, which leading to boarding groups that had to be made on the My Disney Experience app that were not previously announced, but they took that idea assumed from Disneyland. But now, if you're traveling over to Batuu, mobile ordering is now available to shorten your wait times while you're over taking in the land. This is available at the Milk Stand, Ronto Roasters, and at Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo. And please note, when using the mobile ordering service, this does not guarantee you entry over to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Alright everyone, that's all I have for you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. And like I mentioned before, now you can download the Disney Roundup as a podcast on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. So if you're interested in that, head over there to do so. And until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.